So, guys, a lot of my neighbors have an issue with their garden hoses leaking at the point of connection. Today, I'm going to show you how to avoid that. A couple things about these connections. They have a gasket inside. When you connect your garden hose, you have to make sure the gasket is in there or it's going to leak. Second of all, these gaskets are made not to over tighten. So I see what a lot of people do is that if it's leaking, they keep tightening it and tightening it and tightening it, and they never can get it to stop leaking. What you want to do is when you initially put it on, you want to get it snug, not too tight, and if it leaks, slowly start tightening it, and that should fix your problem. Now, if you do over tighten it, you can wind up messing up your gasket, and it's always going to leak. They sell packs of 10 gaskets at the Ace Hardware, Home Depot for like $1.50. You can get in there. Now, another thing that I do is I use, we call it goop. I learned this from my brother who's a plumber, and it's called pipe thread sealant. If you're going to take the hose on and off constantly, then maybe not, but I usually just put my hose on in the spring and then take it off in the winter. So every single time I put this on. All right, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to put this around the threads. And right here, I have a little setup that I do. Don't worry about this, but that's how you put on the threads and it forms a little seal. All right, so we're going to put this on the threads. We're going to go all the way around. And we take this and we tighten. All right, so I'm putting this on and I'm just going to tighten it with 2 fingers. Now I have this other one over here I'm just going to throw on. All right, so now this is on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on, and I should have some leaking. I did not really tighten this that much. So we'll go ahead and turn on the water. Water's all the way on. I was expecting leaking, but okay, let's try this one. I didn't tighten this one up. No leaking. Let's turn this one on. All right, so as you can see, I barely tightened this, and I have no leaking. So the biggest problem that I have, like I said, is I go to people's house, they over tighten it, they mess up the gasket, and then it never actually seals itself again. So, and I tightened all this up with 2 fingers, and it winds up actually sealing perfectly. Now, whether I have the yellow goop on there or not, this would not have leaked. It just gives a better seal when you use the yellow goop. So, my brother's a plumber, and I've been doing this for years. All right, so don't over tighten your hoses, and everything will be fine. All right, this is Johnny's Tips and Tricks, and if this helped you out, hit the like button. That helps me out. I hope this helps.